Hello, welcome to Tutors of Life podcast, where we research life so you don't have to. Episode 489. This is your host, Shaun Tudor.
And this is Sam. And this is a talk episode where the tutors talk.
What's up?
It's another day.
Another day. Nice.
Our VA is going well.
Dude, VA is going very well. Very happy with that.
She's already trying to make Shaun better.
Yes, I have to review some stuff she made tomorrow morning.
Nice.
Yeah, be good. Yeah, she's awesome. And I think going to be a really good addition to the team.
Dude, she's going to be huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
Huge.
Huge. Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. Did I say that we got our shit pushed in by the state? If we had pods inside? Let's talk about it.
We tutored.
We did a quick one, though. We did on that episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got our shit pushed in by the state for the motel build. That sucked.
It's just shitty because it could have all been prevented.
Yes.
But,
you know,
the dudes, what do we like to call those? A cuck?
A cuck. They're dudes that got bullied when they were younger, and now they get off by fucking people. Is all it is.
Honestly, yeah.
And it just sucks. And I've told everyone this so far. Like, this is our first commercial build. You know, we've done additions and things, but this is the first like commercial build. And so I heavily leaned on the engineers and asked the inspector questions and asked him to come in or like right at rough-in and stuff. He wouldn't do it. Made us have a bunch of other stuff done that isn't necessary for rough-in that now we have to work around, and a lot of it we got to redo. So it's really annoying. Really annoying. So had he came in when I originally asked him to come do the rough-in at the actual stage of rough-in, it would still have been lame, but it would have been nowhere near this bad.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and the thing that sucks is like, it's just, what sucks is I really tried to do the right thing. I covered my bases because I did not want stuff like this to happen. I did not want to get bit in the ass. And just like that, bit in the ass because other people didn't do their shit. And so I called him out on it, and he didn't like that. And said that I should know better because I'm a general contractor building it, and that the architect should know better, and it's our fault. And I'm like, good way to cover your ass for not coming out when you're supposed to. So.
And it's also the person who approved the state-approved plans.
Well, he didn't approve the state-approved plans.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's their fault.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of interesting things. What I thought was funny was we've talked to a few people now that also do commercial builds, and every one of them is like, this dude is the biggest dickhead. Nobody likes him. They said you got to stroke his cock pretty much time and time and time again for him to be nice to you.
Yep. Yeah, one person even said that he's like a project manager, and he's like, yeah, I think I want to step down to just a general labor because he made more money. It was way less stressful. Yeah. Because he said working with this guy is
a nightmare.
It literally makes him want to quit his job.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, that's good news.
It's crazy. What I don't understand is how you can have somebody like that nobody gets along with, and he has a position, and it's a state-funded position.
Right.
Like, how is it not a position that you get all the construction companies together and they go, no, we like Bob. Bob's going to be the inspector.
Yeah.
Fuck this dude, you know?
Well, that's what Dunn County did. Brooke tell you about this?
Oh.
Like, they hire a third party company.
Right, which I don't know how that's not a fucking thing.
Yeah. Because, like, the original plans were done by a different inspector than who they have now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's kind of cool. Because, like, what if, like, then they can, like, vote on it or anything.
Well, that's what I've been fucking preaching forever. Like, I've been preaching this for as long as I know. Mm-hmm. Why is this a state funded thing? Make it a private party that does inspections. The city, when you submit your permit to the city, has them go out and do all that stuff. Why do we have those people that are state funded? Now you just lock that person in, whether they're good or bad, to eat up the system. When instead you could just subcontract that out and you charge that back to the customer anyhow. Mm-hmm. So, like, if that person charges $1,000 for an inspection, that gets put back to me anyways. Mm-hmm. So why do you have somebody on staff doing that? And then if they suck and you get nothing but complaints, well, then the city can just change who they're using.
Mm-hmm. And also, like, then you could even have people, like, bid it out, right? Like,
absolutely.
Be like, oh, I'm gonna bid at $1,000 an inspection, and then the next one's just like, oh, I'm gonna bid out at 900 inspection. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, okay, we're gonna go with this dude for 900 then.
Right, dude, it's so true.
Because doing things like that, then you're gonna, like, lower costs for the most part. You should lower costs.
You should lower costs, and the other part is, then you make it a free market. Mm-hmm. You know, right now, we don't have options. The fucking city or state puts in place these fucking retards, and then we are at the qualms of them.
Yep.
I remember looking at a project and the inspector bringing shit up, and it ended up being a lot of it was false. And we, like, pushed back on him, like, what do you mean? Like, where does it say this? Like, show us where it says this. Well, they couldn't. And it's like, then what are you doing?
Right.
You're just making shit up. Mm-hmm. We had one come out, brought up shit. He's like, you can't have this. And we're like, where does it say that? Nowhere. Nowhere's a state guy. Mm-hmm. Nowhere. And it's like, oh, really?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I want it changed. And we're like, okay, send us an email with the code. With the code and stuff. Never heard from him again.
Not surprised.
I'm like, dude, fuck you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I just...
Because here's, like, what I think is crazy. There's no way that dude knows every single code. No way.
Well, not only that, of course, but he can look them up and stuff and whatever. The big issue is, and why it, like, irritates me so much is, if he would have just done his job when I originally called and asked, we wouldn't be dealing with any of this.
Yeah.
And so we would have had a little bullshit. It would have been a little hiccup, but, like, at that point, we hadn't even installed the doors.
Right.
So now we got to redo all our doors, and thankfully, who we're working with, QXO, is doing, helping us out on it. But, like, we can't return those doors now.
Right.
All we can do is change out the frames. So it's like $350 a frame. And so now, before, we could have just returned the doors and got new doors in on the right frames.
Right.
And we would have been out a little bit of, a little bit of time and shipping costs, but that's it.
Yeah.
But now it's like $350 every door, and the doors are installed. So we have to uninstall the doors, take them apart, put them together, and then reinstall the doors. Mm-hmm. And so it's like that right there in itself, not including opportunity costs, is going to be a $5,000 hiccup right there, not including opportunity costs.
Right, yeah.
When you figure that in, it's going to be a $7,500 thing. And so, like I said, it is what it is, and I don't want to sit on here and pity patter about it, but it's so crazy, and I'm not, and it could just be like my RAS to it, but it's like every time I'm exposed to working with the government, I see how flawed it is. Every time, dude, when I was with the group homes, it was like every level, it was so terrible.
So bad.
Now we're in here, and I see it at the city level, at the village level, at the county level, at the state level. I'm like, how do we suck this fucking bad? And we like, okay, hey, if I see it at the village level, that's a problem. If I see it from the village to the city to the county to the state, holy fuck, we need a new system.
Yeah. The system is so, and I don't know if it's like something that even if you restart it, it's just going to like slowly come back again. Because it's just like, it's exactly like the whole welfare rats, basically. It's just like they put a system in place for like with the right idea. And then once word gets out about this great system, then like more and more and more and more and more people want part of their piece of pie. And then it's just like, okay, well now we're really abusing it.
Yeah.
Like there's so many people just like with the welfare system, there's so many people that don't need it that are get free money.
Right.
And it's just the same thing. Like there's so many people now working in the government that shouldn't be there. Because I'm sure, like we saw in the death of Recess, 95% increase of administrative staff since the 70s, was it?
Yeah.
So 95% increase since the 70s in administrative staff.
Yeah.
You damn well that probably is the exact same increase in
Everywhere else in the everywhere else in the government.
100%.
Yeah.
So I mean, it just goes to show that we abuse the system, and now it has to collapse.
It does. Well, and you know what's crazy too? I'm reading the Red Rising series. What's the 5th book behind you, babe? It's Dark Age, I think.
Yeah.
Dark Age. Dude, I've read quite a bit of nonfiction, and I've listened to quite a bit, and I've read a fair amount of fiction. What's funny is, as I'm reading this series is a very, very good series for lessons on leadership, lessons on like government. It shows, it's so beautiful. It shows in this book why democracies don't work. It shows why dictatorships don't work. It shows why republics don't work. Dude, we talked about it with Max. The more we go, dude, monarchy. It is in
And it can't be like the English monarchy, Great Britain's monarchy, because that's just for show.
No, exactly. No, it has to be a real legitimate. Because, dude, literally in this book, it points out in this series, it points out all the pitfalls of dictatorships. They did have one of the things was a monarchy, but it was they had like secular classes. So like you can't have a like I guess you have classes in a monarchy, but the way the book kind of runs it or has it's more of like a dictatorship style. But even then,
So in Red Rising, like whatever class you're born into, do you stay in that class?
yeah, you cannot move.
Damn. So that's like I shouldn't say I hate, like those are the ones that I think can't work, is when you're stuck in those classes.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, if you can have vertical movement in the classes, if you have a monarchy and you can move throughout classes based on your effort and your merit. Now, I understand, and we know there's certain levels of royalty you can't reach, and that's fine. That's and honestly, it is what it is. I mean, there's certain privileges to being born, and that's one of them. But you should be able to at least not have to be a servant the rest of your life.
Right,
you
yeah.
should be able to be a merchant if you work hard enough.
Right. Or if you were born in like the artist class
Exactly.
and you're not an artist, you should be able to be like, oh, actually my true passion is accounting.
Exactly. Yep. And
Yeah.
so that's the issue with and so when I say dictatorship, it's more maybe less of a dictatorship. It's a monarchy, but it's a like a class monarchy. So I don't think it can work because it's like the blues, for example. Every blues a pilot.
How?
What if you want to be a pilot and you're fucking pink? You can't.
I didn't realize Obsidian was so far down on the pyramid.
Yeah, well, that's not. They do that because golds overthrew them and made them their slaves. But obsidians are
Are they technically like next to or right below?
exactly. They actually were like winning and won a lot against the golds, but then somehow they ended up getting overthrown. I don't remember. But yeah, they're like golds, like number one nemesis. That's why they put them at the bottom, I think.
That makes sense. Second to the bottom.
Red's at the bottom, or yeah. And
I was curious, so I looked up what the caste system was.
what's interesting is red is the strongest behind gold.
Yeah, because they're miners.
Yeah.
It's like around here, Fall Creek, they have one of the best football teams.
It's farmers.
Exactly. So it's just like, yeah, putting all the strongest people at the bottom, not smart.
Not smart. So anyways,
Yeah, monarchies.
yeah, it's just crazy. The book has so many good lessons, and what it goes to is like, no, I think you need a monarchy. I think that's how it goes, and I'm not looking forward to it per se, but I am in the realm of like things need to change, things need to get fixed. So
43 sovereign states in the world have monarchs as head of the state.
it'd be interesting to see if the U.S. could fall into something like that.
Ooh, there's not a whole lot of them that are absolute monarchies. So that's just Brunei, Eswatini, Oman, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, the Vatican City.
Yeah. So, anyways, it's a really good series. Really, really good. And I read books. I don't tend to do stuff just for leisure. So like when I read that book, I'm pulling lessons, and so
Interesting.
it's a really good series if you're looking for a good fiction series that gives really good lessons.
Malaysia has an elective monarchy where the king is elected from among the hereditary rulers of the state.
Interesting.
Yeah. I suppose, I mean, like, that'd be kind of nice, especially if, like the Queen, Queen Charlotte, has, like, 5 sons.
Yeah.
So what if the firstborn doesn't want to be king?
Exactly.
Then it'd be nice if you could vote between the sons.
I think so too. I do
or
agree
daughters
with that.
and sons, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, because when you read if you read the Bible at all, as you read through it, like they talk about who's taking over Israel next, and it's not always the firstborn son. Sometimes, because the Lord, the Lord chooses the ruler. So the Lord chooses who's going to be the ruler, and so he picks who he deems is most fit, and it's not always the firstborn.
That's kind of cool. Fun. Yeah. So that's what we're learning from our fiction books.
Yeah, it's good, dude. It's really good. You you know, I think we just went so much in life that we wanted to give power to the people. Well, the problem is, and we've talked about it so much on this podcast, is 67% of people are followers, whether good or bad. They attach themselves to something and they blindly follow 67%. So 2/3 of the population. So here's the issue. The people can't have the power because they're stupid.
Yep.
And so people are very easily manipulated. So if you have the right manipulation tactics, well, the powers to the people are going to make the wrong choice. And so, and that's what you get with propaganda. People are fed. A very good example is the seed oil thing.
Yeah.
We were told, and they sold us that the food pyramid and seed oils were good for you, and that butter and stuff was bad.
Butter and eggs.
Butter and eggs are bad. Well, fast forward 50 years, right? Fast forward 50 years, and they're like, turns out the food pyramid needs to be stood on its head. And seed oils are actually very bad for you. But butter's good for you.
Yeah. Remember when what was the big thing that they started cutting out of everything? Oh, high glucose corn syrup. Is that it?
Might have been. Keep going. Where are you going with this?
Well, like, I remember they started putting that and everything, and they're like, oh, it doesn't contain sugar because it contains high glucose corn syrup. And then it came out that that's so bad.
Isn't it like high fructose corn syrup?
High fructose corn syrup, not glucose. Yeah. Fructose, yes.
Yeah, it's terrible for you. And then everyone goes back to cane sugar. Shocker.
Yeah.
You know, and you know what?
Well, it's just like stevia, too. There was like I remember there was a study and a huge thing about stevia causes cancer. And then all of a sudden...
It's in everything.
It's in everything. And they're like, oh, no.
It's fine.
No, it actually doesn't. It doesn't cause cancer. And I'm like, bullshit.
Right.
Like, you made a huge deal about this. And now you're telling me it doesn't?
But so that's just it, right? Like, how do you give power to the people when the people are fucking stupid?
Yeah. I mean, it's like that podcast you listen to with Rachel Wilson about feminism.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Rogan had Rachel Wilson on.
Yeah. It's very interesting. And I think it gives a perspective of probably that whole time that nobody hears.
Yes.
So she does a lot of research on this, and she said, like, from what she found, most women didn't want the power to vote.
Yes.
Because
it was like 80% of women did not want to be able to vote.
Yeah, and
they voted against voting rights for themselves.
Yeah. And honestly, their logic, totally understandable. I totally am on par with it. They knew it would cause a divide in their household, and they didn't want to have a divide between themselves and their husbands. And at the time, their husbands were responsible for being educated on politics. And the wife didn't have to worry about it. The wife just worried about the kids, cooking, cleaning,
and the community.
And they didn't want the power to vote because then they're like, that's another thing we have to know about.
And we're already so busy. Yep.
So 100%, dude. Like, I totally get that. How many people do we know that just vote for Democrat because it's Democrat or Republican because it's a Republican? They don't do any research in anything.
Almost everybody I know does that.
I bet you like 75% of the people that vote.
Probably more.
Probably.
Yep.
So yeah, it's just it goes to show like how giving the power to the people is just so dumb because we don't especially now, we don't have and the right resources to be properly educated on what's going on, because
Correct.
there's so much propaganda, there's so much false
Exactly.
advertising narratives, everything. So it's a fucked up time.
It is. Yeah, it's. I hope things change. Things should change.
When that's like the 2016 election, like I didn't vote because I was just like, I don't know anything about either side. So I was like, I'm not going to vote because I don't know.
And then Trump Daddy won.
And then he did one.
The man.
But how many people would think like that, like me? Very few.
Very few. Very few. But I recently got a desk at the home office.
Mm-hmm. I've only been telling you to do it for like a month.
Yeah. So it's kind of nice.
Mm-hmm.
The only issue is it's right across from Lily.
Yeah.
So she starts crying in the morning, and I'm like, fuck, I should do something about that. And then I do, and then I lose work time.
Yeah. I might not wake up the best. Is my issue.
Yeah, right, bro. You fucking hear that, and you just roll over, and you go, Sean's going to deal with that. He's right there.
No.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
That smile says something different.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's why you wanted me to get a desk.
Not really. I mean, I mainly just wanted you to get a desk so we weren't arguing in the morning, and I didn't have to try and wrangle Lily.
Right.
Because when she sees Sean working, all she wants is him. So it was just getting annoying because I was like, I'm not going to just keep going after her every time she goes to Sean. So now our mornings are a little more peaceful because she's just wanders around the house.
Not distracted by me.
Do.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's nice.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. So for the most part, it's going well. 2 days. We've done 2 days so far.
2 days.
Hmm.
We'll keep her rolling.
Yeah.
We'll keep her rolling.
I did put felt on your...
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. You were busy this morning.
I know.
I like that.
Trying out a fast. Did my longest fast ever.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I realized today?
What?
I have done a 96-hour fast.
I knew you did.
Yeah.
Oh, pancreatitis.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
It was a forced 96-hour fast.
Yeah.
But it was a 96-hour fast.
Yeah. I knew you did one longer one. I forgot it was that time, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I did my longest fast of 21 hours. That's all I can make it. I was determined to do a 72-hour one. Nope. Couldn't work today.
I want to do a 24-hour fast. But I decided to support Sam in doing a 48-hour.
Yeah, I went from a 72 to a, let's do 48 hours because we're traveling on Friday,
Yep.
to I only made it 21.
Yep. I am over 24 now.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'm going to eat dinner.
Yeah.
Because I originally wanted to do 24. And I was going to support you.
Mm-hmm.
But now that you're done,
Yeah.
I'll do it some other time.
I was getting to the point of like being sick, like I was gonna throw up everywhere.
You're just not used to it.
Yeah. So.
You got to remember, like, when I used to eat, not like Sam snacks a lot. I used to, like, when I used to be big, remember I couldn't go more than about 4 hours without sugar.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so I would start to get really fuzzy and dizzy if I went more than 4 hours without food.
Yeah.
Besides, like, sleeping. I could sleep and then get up and eat, but I usually had to eat within the first hour of being up. But, now I've done a ton of intermittent fasting. I've done, some 24-hour fasts and stuff. So, at this point, like, I get hunger and it's annoying.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not, like, concerned. Like, I don't get, my blood sugar levels and shit don't affect me.
Yeah, I think, like, because when you're pregnant, like, especially towards the end, it's so hard to eat any big meal. There's just no room. So then I would just, like, continually snack on that during that. And then going from breastfeeding then I was continually snacking because I was burning so many calories breastfeeding. And so, yeah, my body is not used to going long periods of time without food.
Right. I had a feeling that would happen.
Hey, I'm actually pretty proud of myself. I thought I was going to cave sooner.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So I'm proud of my 21 hours.
Good job.
All I kept thinking, I want you to know, like, the last, like, 5 hours of that was just like, Shaun's gonna call me pussy. Shaun's gonna call me pussy. I was like, I gotta keep going, otherwise Shaun's gonna call me pussy. It did help training Evangeline, because it did distract me for a good, like, hour and a half.
Well, dude, that was difficult. I had some
Oh, Shaun had a lot of
windshield time today. Whoo, boy, because usually I'll take a beef stick, and we get these like fruit strips, and on the fruit strip things, if you go to Aldi, you can get these like organic fruit strips or like purees made into fruit strips. It's like a healthy fruit roll up.
It's so good, dude.
Get that shit for your kids. Don't get your kids fruit roll-ups. Go to Aldi and get them organic fruit strips. They're actually good for, like, if you want a snack.
They're probably the best thing you could
It's
get.
probably like it's like the best processed snack you could have. You know. So, but usually when I'm in the car, I'm like, I either got like a fruit strip, fruit, or like beef sticks, and today, or mints or gum I had nothing.
Shaun had coffee.
I had a cup of coffee.
Is it raining?
I don't know. No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Your phone says showers in the vicinity.
So, it was a little brutal. Yeah, a little brutal. But whatever.
Nick and Brandon still going?
I don't know. You have my phone.
I do have your phone.
I'm sure they are though.
You can't look at it.
I know. So, what else you got?
I'm reading The Martian. Everyone, like, raves about it. I don't know if it's just because, like, I was worried about it to begin with, but it's so boring.
I think that you self-sabotage yourself. I think you think going into something that it's going to suck, and then it does.
Yeah, I don't know. So many books that I read, I, like, just don't know anything about them. And so I go in with just such a blank idea. Like, you know what, like a whatever. So yeah, I mean, I might. But there are definitely some books that I get, like, really excited about reading, and then they just disappoint me. So, I mean, it could change. But I'm just saying the first 60 pages, bored.
Well, that does happen in some books.
Yeah.
You know, I've read some books where you get your the
I mean, there's the one, sorry, I cut you off. There's the one Hunger Games book that it was so boring until, like, 3/4 of the way through it. Then the last quarter, I was just like, I want more.
Comfort and Joy by Kristen Hanna.
Yep.
3/4 of the I went into it because I know Kristen Hanna can write some good books. So I went into it and I was reading it. I was pumped to read it. And I'm halfway through and I'm like, what the fuck? And I get 2/3 of the way through, 3/4 of the way through. And that's when you hit the plot twist. And I was like, oh, here we go. This makes it worth it. And I referred it to Katie. And Katie was reading it and whatever. And I asked her, I was like, how'd you like it? And she's like, for the first 3/4 of it, I was like, does Shaun not know who I am? Why the hell did he give me this book? And she's like, and then the plot twist happened. And I was like, right? And she's like, I'd never read it again because it's not worth reading 3/4 of shit for 1/4 good. And I was like, that's fair. That's fair. But it made it worth it.
That's good.
Because there'd have been nothing worse if it didn't have that plot twist. Oh, man.
You'd have been like, I wasted so much of time.
That book would have fucking flopped if that was the case.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think she would have written so many books if her
If
books flopped.
no, and that's just it. You know, like it would have been.
That's like who is this? I think it's behind the sign. There's an author back here. What's it? Oh yeah, this one. Emily Henry. Emily Henry's books. Oh, I broke the sign. I gotta fix the sign. Emily Henry's books. They're just so boring.
Really?
I had to read one for book club, and I was just like, the whole time. And she has like 5 or 6 books that like everyone just raves about, and I'm just like, ugh. I tried to read another one while when I was putting Lily down to sleep still, and it was just ugh.
When's your next book club? For when do you get to pick the book next?
I think not the next book, but the following one.
Are you gonna put Outwitting the Devil as one of yours?
Oh yeah, for sure I will.
That'd be funny.
That would be funny.
Put Red Rising as another one.
No, I probably won't do that.
Oh.
But yeah, so I think
The Law of Success.
The Law of Success. How big? Oh yeah. No.
Oh, bro, it's like 900 pages.
Yeah, no. It has to be reasonable. Yeah, I
didn't
might
even-
put.
I-
There was.
I'm like 3/4 through Law of Success.
Damn. Yeah, there was the last time I picked. I put like a couple business books on there, and nobody voted for them.
No, of course not. Why would they? They don't want to better themselves.
No. I'm sorry if any. The only one would be, I think, Carissa that would happen to listen to this.
Yeah, but I mean, that type of book club ain't joining a book club to get better.
They all like horror and thriller, and I just ugh.
Yeah, I mean, like we talked with Ben at Joe's wedding about like, kind of like a book club for dudes.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Where you get together, you
'Cause I
read
think-
good quality books of like business, self-development,
Because that is one of the shitty things is like, I'll read a book and I'm like, I'll tell Shaun while I'm reading it, I'm like, you need to read this because there's so many other good things in it. But then he doesn't because he's reading his own books, or like I already gave him a synopsis, so I'm sure he's not interested.
Mm-hmm.
And so like it would be nice if we were in like a business book club.
Be cool. What it would do is it would require you to continually self-develop.
Right, exactly.
And you would be getting, for the most part, you'd get to unpack it with more people than just us.
Yeah.
Which would be super cool.
Yeah.
So.
Because that's what's nice about like having our VA is like now it's another voice that helps give us ideas.
Yeah, it is.
So,
It's really nice.
So it's just so helpful to get that feedback.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's go make some dinner.
Yeah, I'm hungry.
All right, gang. Thanks for tuning in. We will catch you on the next one.
See ya.